Now to what's working in the Miami Valley as we highlight a group of teenagers spreading awareness about the risks of tobacco use. The CDC reports that over 16% of high school students used tobacco products last year. They say youth who use multiple tobacco products early on have a higher chance of becoming addicted to nicotine as an adult. One local youth group is sharing all of these risks with their peers. And joining me now to talk about the partnership is Alayna Romer, public health educator for Greene County Public Health. She's working with the group on their upcoming event for Take Down Tobacco National Day of Action. Alayna, welcome into 5 on 2. Let's start with, how did this partnership with your team and Teens Against Tobacco begin?
So initially, this group is working with Greene County Family and Children First, and this youth group wanted to do something to help spread awareness to teens just like them that choosing not to smoke or not to vape is the right way to go. And I am the tobacco prevention and cessation health educator and was looking to do an event with youth, and it just became a natural partnership.
Well, we understand the cause. Let's talk about the event. The teens are spreading awareness against tobacco use, but they're doing it in a unique way with art. Is there any added significance to this outside the box approach?
As you kind of said, it's just a different way to get the community involved. So at the event, we'll have all of the art on display, really just a different approach to show people that vaping is dangerous and the targeted messaging that tobacco companies use. And we'll have other games and activities, and then a lot of information and education to help people learn about all of the chemicals and flavors and how big tobacco companies are targeting the young people in our community.
Looks like we're seeing some artwork here. What kinds of art can we expect to see on Saturday, and who is behind these pieces?
So the big event is going to be the PSA. A lot of the youth have been working on this. So we'll show that at 1 and 2 p.m. and we might just have it going the whole time. And so it features Tatman and Oxygen Boy, who are superheroes that'll take down the tobacco Joker. And that's the big piece of art. Others are drawings and different things that they've made online. So those pictures displayed are all different pictures that they took while they were filming the PSA.
Yeah, where did the ideas of dressing up as superheroes come from?
Um, Honestly, it was just in conversation while we met. We've been meeting since January, and we were trying to come up with different names for our group, and we decided on TAT for Teens Against Tobacco, and it just became Tatman.
That is creative. And you've been talking about the fact that tobacco is in the name of the event, but vape usage is also a growing problem in schools. So how will the event bring awareness to the risk of vaping as well?
Vaping is a key one, especially in schools. As you had mentioned, this National Youth Tobacco Survey really highlights the number of high schoolers and middle schoolers that are currently vaping. And the flavored e-cigarettes and vaping devices is really what's drawing them to that. So there will be some art focused on kind of calling out tobacco companies and their targeted tobacco like tactics that they're using with the flavored vapes and e-cigarettes.
We have about 20 seconds left. In your work as a public health educator, where do things stand right now with teens and tobacco use?
I'm going to be a positive thinker, and I'm hopeful that more teens that I've interacted with are increasingly aware of the dangers of all of the chemicals. I think now it just stands to tackle the perception of that everyone is vaping, and if you don't vape, then you'll be kind of singled out. So I think that's where it is really tackling that perception of everyone's doing it, so I have to as well.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Alayna Romer, the public health educator for Greene County Public Health. Also, we want to tell everybody that you can check out their art display. That's Saturday at the Xenia YMCA from noon until 3. And there's other stuff happening there as well. You can find that on WDTN.com. Alayna, thank you so much.
Thank you.